Hello. So what happened was that yesterday someone called me a faggot at a karaoke place, right? And all I did to him was just say how much of a great job he did singing a few tunes. And then he turned around and called me a faggot for doing so. Alright? And then I found out, before the person called me a faggot, he was talking with some people and talking about how he spent some time in Afghanistan. So I'm like, oh, you're going to call me a faggot? It's like, oh, and who are you but a person who probably shot women's heads off and raped babies, all for the services of corporations such as weapons manufacturers or petroleum refineries. Yeah. Someone called me a faggot. Several years ago, over in Michigan, when I lived there, I actually made an anonymous call to Child Protective Services on a person who called me a faggot. And I made the claim anonymously that the man molested his children. And I did that a long time ago, though. Trust me, it was a long time ago. As a way to get even with the person who called me a faggot. I really don't like that word. I don't like the word faggot. I don't know. It's bad, and conservatives conservatives try to say things, they try to make it all morally relativistic, and saying stuff like, oh, it's not so bad when, it's not as bad as when, like an African American is called the N-word, or when someone of Hispanic origin is called the S-word, things like that. Well, to me, I find that very, very offensive. Extremely offensive. Okay? Don't ever call me a faggot. Ever. Don't. Okay? Because it'll be bad. It'll be bad for all of us. It'll be bad for me. It'll be bad for you. It'll be bad for your children. So I'm just saying, like, straight up, don't ever call me a faggot. Ever. Okay. That's all I gotta say about that. I hope everybody has a great night. Okay. Bye-bye.